Cane Corso dogs are working dog breeds. Specifically, they belong to the working breed of the mollosus dogs or mollosers dogs, which came all the way from ancient Greece. With that, it is safe to say that the Cane Corso has a long and rich historical background, and we will talk more about that later. These dogs are strong and intelligent, and once they mature, they become quite large. Training is a must with this breed, and it is usually done best with a variety of positive reinforcement methods. With that being said, if you have been thinking of bringing home a protector dog like this, then you have got to stick around until the end of this video to know the ins and outs of being a proud Cane Corso owner. Hello everyone, and welcome to Dog Oracle. Before we get started with the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more great daily doggy content. In this video, we will discuss the good, the bad, the ugly, or simply put, the pros and cons of taking care of a Cane Corso. We want to give you all the details and information you need, so feel free to sit back and relax as I jump right into the topic. Starting off with the pros. Pro number 5. Has a short coat which is easy to care for. The Cane Corso has a short and double-layered coat. They typically shed during the spring, but in general, grooming a Cane Corso can be a piece of cake. You just have to ensure that you brush through their fur every week. However, if it's shedding season, you have to do it every day. This guarantees that the dead hair will be removed as well as the dirt. It is also necessary to promote healthy hair growth. If we're talking colors of their fur, you might be interested to know that they come in black, fawn, gray brindle, red, black brindle, and chestnut blonde. But going back to grooming, you definitely do not have to fuss over your Cane Corso too much in terms of it, unlike with other dog breeds that are very high maintenance to groom. Pro number 4. They are excellent watchdogs. Cane Corsos naturally have the instinct to protect, and so this makes them great protection and guard dogs. However, as with all dog breeds, you will first have to instill time and effort in training them and letting them socialize in order for them to grow up into awesome watchdogs. They are assertive, confident, and intelligent, traits that are all needed in protection dogs. If trained properly, they will be a big help to you in terms of defending you, your home, and your family. Pro number 3. They are calm and quiet dogs. When indoors, and if they're only around family and people they're familiar with, they are calm and quiet. They are serious dogs, and they know when to bring out the fierceness they have inside, especially if you train them. As long as they know you're safe, they will be very mild-mannered and, simply put, chill. Again, it should be noted that you need to let your Cane Corso socialize properly so that it will not mistake your guests as well as other friends or family members for intruders. Remember, these are strong dogs and they can get quite aggressive because their goal is to protect you. Pro number 2. Despite their serious demeanor, Cane Corsos can be sweet. As they say, the dog is a man's best friend. That applies 100% to the Cane Corso. They may look super serious because they absolutely are, but that doesn't mean that they are not capable of being affectionate and loving to their owners. In general, they are loyal and sweet to their owners. They can absolutely be your new best friend, but not everyone else's. They may have their guard up towards other people, but at the end of the day, big and protective as they are, they'll still want to cuddle up with you and your family. Pro number 1. They are very active dogs that can bring out their best when you give them a job. If you want a dog that's active and not at all lazy, you should definitely get a Cane Corso. They will do whatever job you give them very well. Their big and powerful body gives them a lot to work with. Plus, they are energetic dogs. They need to have something to pour all that energy into. Cane Corsos have been known to be helpful on farms and even watching over older children. They can also do great at dog sports involving agility and tracking, and they are also amazing at sniffing out various scents and identifying them. Active and intelligent, what more can you ask for? With that, we are done with the pros, so let's now take a close look at the cons. Con number 5. They are very large dogs. If you are someone who lives in an apartment and doesn't have a big space for roaming around, you have to think twice before getting a Cane Corso. Again, they are really large dogs that often have a height of 23.5 to 26 inches when it comes to females, and 25 to 27.5 inches for males. As for their weight, they can weigh over 110 pounds. Through these numbers, it's easy to imagine that they will take up a lot of space in your house and even in your car if you plan on bringing them around with you on your trips. So if space is an issue with you and your house, you need to consider this factor about the Cane Corso. Con number 4. They drool a lot. It is a large brood with loose and long jowls, so it is not surprising to know that they drool. The thing is, they do drool quite a lot, especially when they are waiting for their food or right after they get a drink of water. How do you know if a Cane Corso will slobber or not? There's a technique. You have to look at their jowls. Cane Corsos with floppy jowls tend to drool more. On the other hand, the ones who have shorter and tighter looking jowls drool a lot less. But in general, all Cane Corsos are prone to slobbering. Con number 3. They need lots of socialization. As early as your pup's first 4 months, you have to take it out for socialization. Let it mingle with other dogs as well as other people. That's what it needs. Otherwise, your Cane Corso may grow up to be quite an aggressive dog when meeting strangers. You cannot fix or solve that problem once your Cane Corso has already matured, so you have to start young. Con number 2. Cane Corsos must be trained not just with dog trainers, but also with you. Cane Corsos need training, yes, we have said that multiple times in this video. But to clarify, you can't just hire a dog trainer or send it to a dog obedience school. What we advise is that you get an experienced dog trainer and have them help you out as you train your pet. You need to be physically present so that the Cane Corso knows how to take commands from you and be obedient to you. Otherwise, if you just let someone else train the dog, then they'll just obey that person and not you. That's where issues might come in, and of course, you wouldn't want that. This is something you really have to think about if you are a busy individual with a jam-packed schedule, because you really have to set aside some attention and time for things like this in order to make sure that your Cane Corso is a healthy and well-rounded dog. To help train and eliminate any bad behavior in your dog and end up with a well-behaved dog of your dreams by unlocking its hidden intelligence, check out our brain training for dogs, which I will link below in the description. Con number 1. They are prone to numerous medical issues. Don't be fooled by its serious and protective nature. The Cane Corso can also suffer from a variety of medical conditions. In fact, about 59.7% of Cane Corsos suffer from hip dysplasia, wherein it results in the hip joint being loosened and thus causes pain to the dog. Other than that, the Cane Corso can also be prone to epilepsy. They may suffer seizures, and mind you, it is a serious health issue if your dog has seizures. It may take quite a few trips to the vet and some pricey medicines to keep it at bay. Moreover, eye problems and gastric torsion can also be common to the Cane Corso. Such eye problems include cherry eye, wherein a tear gland in a dog's third eyelid becomes inflamed. Entropion is another awful condition, and in this one, the dog's eyelid rolls inward. Lastly, there is ectropion, which is basically the opposite of entropion, because with it, the dog's lower eyelid rolls away from the eye. As for gastric torsion, it can be simply put as bloating, which is also a negative encounter for the dog. These conditions require medical attention and will cost you a sizable amount of money, so you really need to think things through before getting a Cane Corso. We absolutely hope that you enjoyed this video about the Cane Corso. Feel free to comment down below on which of the pros and cons about this dog breed surprised you. Also, if you think we missed out on anything that should have been included in the list, please let us know. And of course, if you like this video, we suggest that you check out this one as well. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.